The moment is here. I know you guys can't wait, man. We're going to talk about this. How you're going to be able to tell your relationship future just by doing your homework. I mean, even before you get in the relationship, you're going to be able to tell how it's going to be just by doing your homework. Man, are y'all ready? I said, the people in the back, are y'all ready? Let's go. All right, episode 2, I promise you, man, I'm going to help you be able to see through anyone, be able to predict behaviors and almost tell the future just from doing your homework. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Let's go. All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about 3 types of people, 3 things you should look out for, 3 things you should be very, very careful of. Do your homework out here on people. Focus on people who don't follow instructions. So when you're doing your homework on people, see if they do follow instructions when they put things together, when you tell them things, when their job tells them things, whatever directions they get or instructions they get, do they follow them? That's your first piece of homework. When you go out with someone, if there's directions, GPS, whatever, do they follow instructions? Because if they don't, they're telling you a lot with their actions. People who don't follow instructions are most likely or more likely to rebel. These are the people who usually don't follow. They're not good followers. They're always the rebels, the people who are like, don't tell me what to do, I know a better way. People who don't follow instructions, be very, very careful. Do your homework on them because they're usually going to rebel in some way. These are people who don't like to follow leadership. People who don't like to follow instructions don't like to follow leadership. Be very, very careful of these people, especially in a relationship, because at some point they're going to rebel against the instruction. They're going to rebel against the way that you're trying to go. If these people will question or ignore the manufacturer's directions, what makes you think they're going to follow your directions? Think about that. They won't even, man, they got a brand new tool set. They got a brand new bookshelf. And they would elect to go with their own instructions over the manufacturer's instructions. That's a red flag to you to help you understand, man, this person is a person who doesn't like to follow, don't like leadership, and they will always lean to their own understanding over yours. These people are not usually good partners because they always know best. Man, those are like the worst people to be in relationships with. They always know best. You could have gone to school for it, put 4 years into it. They saw it one day and they still know better than you. These are like the hardest people, the worst people to be in relationships with. So do your homework on them. You present a topic that you know a lot about that they don't, and you see if they will listen to you or they will interject and talk over you and like, hey, I know better than you. Do your homework. These people are also not good partners. Why? Because they always make conclusions while you're talking. So you're talking and they're making conclusions in their head, dismissing you, figuring out what they want to say and how they want to formulate it. And by the time you're done talking, they haven't heard a word you said. They just focusing on their way or the highway. They know better than you. These people are really difficult to deal with in relationships, man. They just formulate conclusions in their mind while you're talking. They're not listening to you. They're not good listeners. They're not good followers. They don't hear well. All they're waiting for is their turn to talk or the time or opportunity to show you up. These are people who rely on themselves over facts. And you got to be careful with these people. Man, they can see the truth, know the truth, but they're going to rely on themselves over the facts. We can see clearly what the truth is, but they're always going to rely on themselves more than you. So be careful of people who do not like to follow instructions. They are very, very difficult to be in relationships with. And those are the people that you and I want to do our homework on so we can avoid. I don't care how good they look, how good they smell. Just know down the road, they're going to be a very difficult partner in a relationship because they don't follow instructions. Number two, man, this is the second type of person you want to do your homework on. The person who does not keep their car or house or living place clean. That person, do your homework on. It is psychological. Everything's psychological. Be careful with those kind of people because they're going to show you something. the longer you're in a relationship with them, they're gonna show you something. They are not good long-term thinkers or planners. They do everything in the moment. That's why you see clothes over here, food over here, everything in the moment. They're not good long-term thinkers, not good long-term planners. And so when you get into a relationship with these people, you're gonna be like, man, we only live for the moment. We have no future plans. We can't see past next week. We're stuck in today and in the moment. While it seems great in the honeymoon phase because it's spontaneous, when you're trying to live with someone or plan a life with someone, these people struggle to plan long term. These people will inevitably lose things. Man, they lost their keys this week. They lost their wallet. And they lose things all the time. Why? Because they live in the moment. Squirrel moments here and there, left to right, up and down. They live in the moment, and they inherently just tend to lose things because they live and they don't plan. They don't put things back in their place. They don't keep things in order. And that is the same way they're gonna be in the relationship. How you do one thing, that's how you do everything. Those are gonna be the same type of people who lose attention fast, who get squirrel moments. They see something better, they're gonna move on to it. Those are the people, man, that lose things a lot, including your attention. In a relationship, these are people who never put things away. What's that mean? Man, they don't put the clothes away, they don't put the food away, they don't put the dishes away. And guess what? Inside a relationship, it's gonna be the same way. These are the people who hold grudges forever. Why? Because they never put those feelings away, never put those emotions away. All they do is sweep them under the rug for the time being, and they keep popping back up. No matter what happens, they're always right there. Those are people who you say they wear their emotions on their sleeves. They're always there. So they will never put away those emotions, never really deal with them. They're always there. And so you're having circular arguments all the time because every single thing triggers another thing. Every single thing is connected to another thing. And so you're just going back and forth, up and down. These are serial. These people will create serial arguments, man. Serial circular arguments. You'll be arguing with them forever because every little thing, nothing gets dealt with, nothing gets put away, nothing gets processed, and you're just caught in this endless loop of emotional arguments. What you did 2 years ago and what you did 2 days ago are in the same place. These people hold grudges, man. They don't let go of things. They don't let go of things. It's hard to see in the beginning because you got the love glasses on, but do your homework on these people because they don't let go of things. They hold grudges. They don't deal with things well. And in a relationship, that's going to be a big problem for you down the road because guess what? You guys are going to hurt each other. And they're always going to remember your hurts, but they probably won't remember their hurts against you. Do your homework on number 2. All right, the third type of person that you better do your homework on is the person who is always late. I mean, man, you can tell them 2 weeks in advance and they're still late. The person who is always late, they are telling you a lot of information about themselves. The person who is always late is usually the person who does not keep their word or will not keep their word in the future. Got to be careful. Always late, probably won't keep their word usually. These people need you to adjust to their program and schedule. These people are usually selfish, self-centered. The world revolves around them. These people will always prioritize their time and their attention over you. That's why they're always late. Be careful with the people who are always late. Man, they are poor organizers. These people will need the most help in a relationship. Always need help with this, always need help with that. Poor planners. Don't plan well, don't follow through well. Always prioritizing what they have going on over you. And like I said, in the beginning, it seems okay. But when you get deeper into a relationship, no one wants to be with someone who always prioritizes themselves over you. You can call them selfish. You can call them self-centered. These are people who will be inconsistent in a relationship. And guess what? The relationship will always revolve around them, around their time, around their priorities, around what they have going on, and around their emotions. They will always prioritize themselves over you. People who are late, do your homework on them. Now, this is not 100% on everybody, but it's definitely a really good barometer of how a person is going to treat you in the future. A person who's on time and does what they said they're going to do, those are the people that you love. But people who are always late, and I mean always late, not late here and there, but always late and habitually late and super late, do your homework on those people, man. They are self-centered, selfish, and are always going to need your help. The subconscious always wins the championship. We run on our subconscious mind 90 to 95% of the time. That means your active mind is only like 10% max. So the subconscious is always going to win. Everyone's always going to default to your subconscious. Everybody. No, I don't care how you are, how smart you are, they're going to always default to their subconscious. That's why if you do your homework on someone, they'll never be able to hide forever. Eventually, their subconscious is going to come out in one way or another. Could be a sly comment, could be an action, it could be with it disappearing for weeks. Eventually, their subconscious is going to come out, and they're always going to default to it. Subconscious always wins the championship. A person can only actively pretend for so long before their subconscious emerges. Eventually, at some point, if you do your homework long enough, you're going to see the real them, especially if you put them in emotional situations. Why? Because people can't fake emotions. You can fake cry, but when you have a real emotion, you're going to respond from your subconscious, not your active mind. So if you put them in an emotional situation, you're going to see the real them, especially if you make them mad. Man, that's just like the best test you can do. I don't care how much you love someone, get them mad, see how they respond to you. They're always going to respond from their subconscious, and you're going to be able to see who they really are. Subconscious always wins the championship. If I had any advice for anyone today in dating, in any relationship really, it would be, first off, to do your homework. Secondly, do your homework before you get emotionally involved, because your emotions will skew your logic, your emotions will skew your homework process. You're gonna get a bad grade on your homework if you allow emotions to come through. So do your, man, if you have any interest in someone, do your homework first, man. See how they budget, see how they take care of their house, see how they talk to their parents, see how they talk to their friends, see how they drive. Are they an aggressive driver? Their speech, are they kind? Are they rude? Man, all these things will tell you everything you need to know before you even start dating them. If they have any of those red flags, avoid them like the plague. Why? Because in the beginning, it's going to be great. And in the end, you're going to be on heartache road. Just look around. Look around. How many good relationships do you see? How many people do you know that, man, in the beginning, it was great and amazing. And 5 years down the road, they're the angriest person you know, the most bitter person you know. You better do your homework. I'm trying to tell you. People can't fake your subconscious. No one can fake their subconscious. It just happens. It's involuntary. They can fake their active appearance, their active mind, but eventually their subconscious is going to come out. So since they can't fake it, all you got to do, sit back and wait. Don't get emotionally involved. Don't get emotionally attached. Don't get caught up in looks, feelings, and emotions. Just do your homework. Hang out with them. You got to see them in all kind of different situations. When they're happy, when they're sad, when they're emotional, when they're in a difficult situation, when they get bad news, when their back's against the wall. Man, just do your homework and you'll see everything you need to know. I got a bonus tip for you. You know what? A person who doesn't trust you will always ask you why. A person who doesn't trust you will always ask you why. You tell them to do something or ask them to do something, their first response is why. What that should tell you is they don't trust you. They don't trust you. Don't ignore that. A person who's always asking you why. If you do your homework on someone, you can see right through them. In case you guys didn't know, humans are not new. We've been around for a long time. Guess what? Behaviors are not new. And as special as you think you are, you're just a human. And every person you get into a relationship with, hopefully, is just a human. What's that mean? Everyone has patterns of behavior. Once you figure out patterns of behavior, very few people stray from that pattern. It's just the same patterns over and over. Hopefully by now, you learn how to do your homework on the people who don't follow instructions, people who don't keep their houses clean, and the people who are always late. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know about how they're gonna be inside of a relationship. You already know, man. I didn't give you the sauce today. You already know. So you should, I'm not saying avoid those people, but you should definitely be very, very careful, because these are not 100%, but they're usual. Why? Because humans follow similar behaviors. So be very, very careful of those type of people. You better do your homework on them before you get emotionally involved. I hope you had a good time hanging out with me. I had a great time hanging out with you guys. Next episode is coming soon, and just you wait, man. I'm gonna teach you how to forecast We learned some red flags. We learned how to do some homework today. I'm gonna teach you how to forecast people to be able to know how it's gonna turn out. Just like the weatherman, you're gonna know if it's gonna rain in your relationship or snow in your relationship. If you found value in this video, like, share, subscribe. There's a lot more coming down. Meet me on the next episode. Hey, went away, came back gray. I got a lot to say. Let's go.